we're going to make a scrolling window effect. And we're going to put a navigation at the top. Though what I just showed you is not going to be completed. Let's make a new site. Let's do a fixed width of 960 wide. Let's do we do 5 columns. Gutter of 20. Maximum height, we're going to have to go with 6,000. Believe me, we're going to need all the height we can get. And then click OK. Open up the home page and double click on the hand tool. Just like in Photoshop, Muse has made it so that if you double click on the hand tool, you'll see the whole entire canvas. If you double click on the magnifying tool, you'll see it at 100%. And I guess I'm right in the middle right there, huh? Okay, good. Next, we need to get at least 3 images. Let's double click on that again. Ooh. Now in order to pull this off, we're going to do a widget library. We're going to go to slideshow. We're going to do full screen. Drag and drop that puppy right on there. There we go. Now we're going to be playing around with the information in here. We're going to add our images. I have these 4 images that are pretty big. Click open. Trying to get the little thing to flash up on the top up here. There it is, right there. Took me a while to get there, but I have all my images. I want to click on my thumbnails for a second. See that little check mark for the thumbnails? We don't want to show the thumbnails, but the thumbnails might be in the wrong order. So this is how we change that order. I want this one to be first. So I'm going to bring that image to the top. Click on it and drag it up. Put it up here. There we go. And it drags those down. I want to have this guy as the second one. And then the phone, and then that one. Okay, and then let's go back over to the drop down, and I close the thumbnails. Can I take this over with me? I can't. Thumbnails are gone. See that? I want to get rid of this too. Menu, we're going to get rid of the preview, the next, and the counter that was over here. Gone. It's gone. Isn't that excellent? Let's look at the transition. We want to do fade. And transition speed, I want to do 0. Alright, full screen. I think that's it. Okay, so we added our images. We did a fade transition. Transition speed is 0. We got rid of all the parts. Okay, so let's go to our layers. I'm going to drag this out so you can see it. Open up our layers. We have our slideshow. I'm going to name that layer slideshow. It's nice to have layers. I love Photoshop. I mean Muse. Ha, just kidding. Next one is we're going to put windows on top of that. So make a new layer, and we're going to name that Windows. Let's double click on the hand tool and get the rectangles. Make sure you're all the way up. Okay. I'm going to click and drag right here, and I'm going to fill that with a white. Okay, and then I'm going to get my move tool, move it to the top. There we go. Copy, Control C. I'm going to click away from it, Control V. Drag that one over here. I'm going to do it about, let me see. Give it the same amount of distance from the top and bottom there. Do another Control V to paste. Drag this down here to the bottom. You see when it right there, 1153 pixels. All right, I'm going to make these a little smaller, just a little bit. I think they're too big, they're too long. Bring this one up to about right there, and then bring this one up. It's all trial and error. There we go, 918 on both, right here and here, that number comes up. You see the number? There we go. And I still have a little more on the bottom, so I might as well bring this just a little bit more, just a little bit bigger. It's just trial and error, people. Yeah, we can bring this down to about there, and then bring this down, and there we go. I think that might work. Alright, one thing I forgot to do is zoom up to the top, 100%. Use the space bar to get the hand tool, just like in Photoshop. I'm going to click on, make sure you're on the slideshow layer, because sometimes you can't get to the right layer. If you click here, it might click on one of the rectangles. So slideshow, click the little flyout window. We want to uncheck autoplay. We're going to do it a different way. Alright. Now if I were to preview this file, preview in browser, you see white, and you see a pic. Oh, hey, that's not it, is it? Is it working already? Let me see. Maybe my scroll effects are turned on already. Scroll effects aren't turned on. Alright, well, I don't know why that was working. Maybe it's my file save site. I gotta save site as. I haven't saved it yet. As Muse window effect. Save. Because I already made this, tried to figure it out. I think that's what it was playing. So let me try it again. Preview page in browser. It shouldn't scroll with the scroll effect. It's doing it though. Oh, this is the same image over and over again. Okay. Alright, so it's working, but it's not working. Alright, so this flyout menu, we unchecked autoplay. What we have to do is make sure you're on the slideshow and click the scroll effects, and there's the motion, there's the opacity. We're going to play with that later, and then slideshow. Now make sure you're on the slideshow. Alright, sometimes this doesn't, this is a little kind of clicking on slideshow. Is it? This is where it gets, I get frustrated. Slideshow? Slideshow. Why can't I click on it? There we go. I don't know why that happens. It's temperamental. It's really, really bad. But click on the slideshow, one of the images here. Okay. Don't click on the rectangles, but the image itself. That's where the slideshow is. Come on. It's being a real pain in my butt. There we go. Slideshow. It's check mark now. Alright. We want to switch slides every, and we're going to write 2300. If we can just see that. Alright. So let's preview that page in the browser. See if it works now. All right, you're not going to see anything here in the white, but when you scroll down, see the first image, then the second image, then the third. There's enough for 3, not 4. But did you notice that right there you see the dude and then you see the iPhone? Alright, so this white one, this last white one has to be a little longer. Let's go to Muse, and you can click on Muse and you can make it, drag it down just a little bit further. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Good. 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 Alright, it worked. We only have 3 images. We're not doing 4. You'd have to make the canvas size of Muse longer than 6,000 to see all 4 images. And you'd have to have another white rectangle too. Alright, let's save that file, save site. Excellent. what if you wanted to show that last image? Your client wants it, then we got to do it. So we would go to Page Properties, Minimum Height. Well, we said 6,000. 3 into 6,000 goes, I'm so bad at math. I know 3 goes into 6 twice. So will we do 8,000? Let's see. Let's click OK. Let's see how far down this goes. Okay. Let's copy this one. Paste it. Drag it down. There we go. And let's preview. File. Preview in browser. We got our first image, second image, third image, and need to go a little longer, and I need to make this one a little longer because you see it did the same thing it did before. Alright, so let's make this one just a little bit longer here. And Page Properties, let's make it 9,000. See what happens. File. Preview page in browser. We got the first image, second image, third image, fourth image. Beautiful, it works. Okay. So now what I want to do is, if you were making this website for somebody, you would put an image here, or text, logo. We're going to put navigation, but every time you see a white spot, you want to put information there, like a real website. So let's double click on the magnifying tool, and let's go to Windows, and we're going to make a new layer, and we're going to call it navigation. All right. And I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Let me see. I just used a Alt spacebar and clicked on the left mouse to zoom out. What we're going to do is rectangle, spacebar, left mouse, shortcut key. I'm going to drag up here, like so. Get my move tool. It snaps to the top up here. Okay, and we have our navigation, and I'm going to fill that with like a light gray. That's hot, right? Nah. And I want to pin that to the top so it stays there in the front. And I put it all the way at the top so everything will go under it when we preview that. So File, Preview page in browser. Watch when it comes down. Everything goes underneath it. Okay, everything's there. Okay. I might even bring that up a little bit. It might be too thick. Then I want to get, do a navigation. Our library, assets, text, color. That's not what I want. I want widget library. We want menus. Horizontal. Drag it in. Drag and drop it. We only have one page. Remember how we did this before? We want to do manual, menu type. We want to do, let me see. There we go. Click. We want this one to be called home. You got to double click, triple click it to get it to be home. Then get our move tool. Let's click on it, and then where's the there we go. Plus sign, plus sign, plus sign. We have 4 of them. We have home. Then we have the first one was the hand, right? Let me see, what have we got going on? We got we have the hand here, so we can call this technology. We'll call this miscommunication. Let's do that now. Call home technology. Then we'll call that dude miscommunication. Then we'll call the next one phone, and then camera, because that's what happens in life. Phone, and camera. And then I'm going to make this a little bit longer, or we can make it shorter. I don't know. That's cool. All right, let's drag this up here to the top right. And this right here is the end of the website. It comes up to straight to the top. So let's bring this to the top right over here. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit with my arrow keys. And this whole entire thing is going to be pinned to the top right. Okay, so it's going to be in front of everything. Let's go to my layers, make sure everything is working properly, right? Let me see, window, layers. There it is. Threw them away. Layers, I got my menu on top of the rectangle. Good. Excellent. I can turn this off now, I think, right? Oops. That was my, let me see, scroll effects. I need to put this in here somewhere. There we go. All right. Clicking on our navigation here, let's go double click on the magnifying tool to select my navigation. I don't want a fill on each one of these. I want no fill. No fill. Let's see if that worked. File, preview page browser. Excellent. I want to get rid of the the second state, the rollover state. Get rid of that. Mouse down. I want to get rid of mouse down. And active. I want to get rid of active. All right. So that should be good. Let's see. File, preview page browser. Good. When I hover over them, all right. Good. So the kerning between the words is a little off because that word miscommunication. That's huge. So we'd have to maybe just make each one a text box on its own. But for now, we're just going to do it this way because it's like quicker and easier to do. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. My Alt spacebar. Let's see. No, it's not working, huh? All right, there we go. I got my magnifying tool. All right, I want to put a anchor. I don't know where my anchor is in the grand scheme of things. Miscommunication was this guy, the second one down here, wasn't it? Right? Objects, insert link, anchor. Click here, and we're going to name this one miscommunication. All right? And then we're going to come down here to the next one, which is going to be the, what do we call it? Phone and then camera, right? This is phone, object, insert phone, and then let's go to the bottom one, object, insert anchor, and that one's going to be camera. All right, and let's do file, preview page browser. Let's see if that worked. Miscommunication. Hello. I forgot to link them up. All right, so let's get our move tool, click on home. Actually, just click on miscommunication, and that one's this one. Click on phone, get the phone one. Click on camera, and we need to make one for home. Object, insert linked anchor. Cancel. I want to put that down here. If I put it up here, well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. All right, it's not letting me name it. Gave me one chance. That was it, huh? Insert linked anchor. I'll click right there. I'm going to write home. And now click on home here. Click on home right here. Let's see if this works in the browser. Make sure it works. This communication. Cool. Phone. Camera. home. And you can make more. You can make one for each section, not just the images, but the sections itself. Right now, what I want to do next is we're going to do opacity on this navigation, so it's not there when you first see it. Scroll effects. We're going to go to opacity this time, right? I'm going to move this over so we can see what we're doing. We're going to do opacity. We've selected the navigation here. I want to see if I can select both the navigation and the navigation bar. And we're going to start at 0 pixels and 0 pixels. And then we're going to go to 20 pixels at 100%. And then we're going to do 20 pixels at 100%. I guess the lowest we can go is 20 pixels on the first one. That's fine. 20, 0, 2100, 2100. Let's see what happens. File, preview, and page browser. All right, no navigation up here until I pull down a little bit. See what happened when I pulled down? Let's do, let's see, let's do like 40 pixel. Let's see what happens if we do that. Page and browser. Down just a little bit more. Oh, I guess it doesn't really, there we go. So when I click on home, it takes me up to about here. It doesn't take me up here. So if I were to put this anchor up here, let's see what would happen. You zoom down a little bit. Phone, miscommunication, home. See, the navigation goes away. So that's why we have to have this down here. Okay?